And we are live. Welcome back, people. Welcome to DUP Sports, and also welcome to people from MUFC, MU Mark M Mark N MUFC fan channel as well. Big up yourself, big up GB. I see you already in there. Yeah, I want to also big up Tesh. Tesh, how you doing? It's been a
Excellent. How
minute.
are you?
We're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah. Today, yeah, I know the thumbnail might be looking at what's happening, right? Guys, just ignore the baby in the background, please. Yeah,
Exactly.
we have news for you. We're gonna have news for you. I trust Mark will be joining shortly. But we'll be focusing on whatchamacallit, on McTominay and Casemiro, right? It's Elliot. I've been around the place driving back home, and I'm like, yo, see a lot of people actually. There's feels like there's a meltdown in terms of people not wanting McTominay to leave. Like, yo, they rather have Casemiro leave first. I'm like, yo, I know Casemiro wasn't impressive last season, so was every other player in that football club. But that's why I've got you guys in the chat right now. I've got Royden Frost, big up yourself. Elian Red, big up yourself. Kenny, big up yourself. Um GB with the training. Daddy B, big up yourself. Yep. Also, yeah. Let me just before we go, Tess. Let me just big up the people in the chat. Yeah, GB coming up with saying let's get Mark to 700 by Sunday. It could happen later tonight when we do the happy hour. So just guys, please, if you haven't subscribed to Mark's channel, that's Mark N MUFC fan channel, please do that. He's on the road to 1,000, but right now he has to make a pit stop at the 700. So we need to get him to 700 whilst he's on the journey to the numerous numbers. So but right now 700 is the number. Big up Danny B. I see you, y'all, my man. Big up yourself. It's a feel strange to hand over the keys to my childhood home. You know, it's like that when you're living somewhere you've been living in a while, bro. It's changed. Sometimes it's very difficult to actually leave. It's like when I was selling my car, my first car here in Canada. When I dropped it off, right, I was like, I just stood there. I was looking at it like, yo. I actually said bye. I actually said bye. And Tesh knows the car. I actually said bye to that car like it was gonna say something back. But that's it. So let's big up yourself, mentor. Let's get into the thing. Tesh, we're all hoping that McTominay, right, would get sold, right? Fulham United have already stated that yo 30 M's for McTominay. We saw what Fulham did with Emmy Smith Rowe, who, in my opinion, was there's an argument for the fact that he's a bit younger than McTominay, right? One could one could say he wasn't all that in the Arsenal side in the last 2-3 seasons, right? Whereas McTominay, we knew he's been a top professional. A lot of managers, right, that have been at United actually fancied him. They've liked him. They liked how he applies himself to their instruction and what's not, right? So 30 M's for McTominay. I know there was a KJ show yesterday. A lot of people were like, we'll take 25, we'll take what we can, and all of that, right? There's a lot of the debate, but I'm not going to be going over the debate like what Roydon is saying there right there. He's saying McTominay must go. I'm not going over that McTominay must go, McTominay should stay. The question now is who would you want have to go first? Is it McTominay? Is it Casemiro? What would be your take on that one?
Before I start, and big up everyone, big up GB, big up mental ball game, and big up everyone on the chat. Okay, now I think McTominay and Casemiro. It's not who do you want to go, or probably it's. I think the club has to look at it from a business standpoint. I think that's what they actually am looking at. Also, who is easy to go. I think if it's easy for the club to move on Casemiro and take him off to wage books, then yes, they'll do that. But now it's easier. Who brings in a bit of money? I think McTominay brings in what they call money from a financial standpoint. One, it being him being a U10 player. That's one. And also, again, if you're looking at both, who will I pick to go first? Probably who gives in a bit of value to the club from a playing standpoint. Now I'll probably keep Casemiro over McTominay. I think McTominay basically, as while he has had some goals last season, I don't know, as in this. If he wants to be a striker, then go and be a striker. If you want to be a midfielder, then be a midfielder. His role is being a midfielder. I don't think he's good actually on the ball. Casemiro had a poor season last year, mainly towards the last end of the season. So in that, one can say probably I think it can easily cloud your what they call it judgment. But note, prior to towards the end of the season, Casemiro was excellent in the previous season. So being good in one season and then being bad in one season, right? It almost evens out, right? Let's give one more season. So, but again, who will I go first? Taking out no business, no money, involve every player as is. I'll probably kick out McTominay first.
Okay, I get you. I was just trying to look at because a lot of people have been saying, "Yo, we should sell Casemiro. We should sell Casemiro. We shouldn't let McTominay leave and what's not." And I'm like, Casemiro did not just turn into a bad player all of a sudden. Last season, we all know what happened, right? I'm gonna get to the chat right now, and I'm gonna get to the chat right now. So it's last season. We know Casemiro was struggled, he struggled a bit, right? Last season, right? Sorry guys, he struggled a bit last season, but that could be said for, if not more than 80% of the players for last season. But Garnacho, what's this kid's name that got through last season? Maino, right? Bruno a little bit, dead. Bruno to an extent, right? So it's not, for me, I see a lot of people have been like, yo, Casemiro should be going. We shouldn't be selling. At best, McTominay should be a squad player, right? So my argument now is, if they for those crying that Casemiro should leave first, make sure he leave first, right? Now I'm not putting into all the consideration. I'm just going to take it aside a little bit, not putting into consideration what the difficulties in moving Casemiro on, right, would be, because it was madness to sign him at that age and for that price and giving him that weight, right? So, but now people are saying McTominay should be a squad player at best. Is good coming off the bench and all of that. But going forward, right, looking at what we have and looking at how Ten Hag wants to play, right, who do you think sit the system more?
System more?
Yeah.
Unless McTominay doesn't even suit the system. If I'm being honest,
I know McTominay doesn't suit the system. Just saying, who would you if you have okay, let me bring it this way. Let me face the question now. If all things being equal, you were able to move on Casemiro, right? Would you and McTominay both time, let's say the clubs come for those players right now, one is the same, meeting up the club's valuation, right? I know a lot of people saying both have to go. I'm saying you have to pick one now, right? Who would you say should stay?
Oh, made to stay?
Yes.
I said Casemiro.
Casemiro. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let me get the thought of some few persons here. Mental body is Drex. You and Tej people are not so used so much. Good looking people on Max. Mental, something they do you. Roy is saying he wants McTominay. He would want McTominay as it's easier for the two deals. Now, Roy, now I have just rephrased the question. Now there are buyers for both players, right? Who would you want to stay? So is this still the case of he's selling? Let's take over for me, please.
Okay, so again, first is saying I would want McTominay as it's easier for of the two deals, right? And also I think that's what I was saying initially, right? It's easier for the call to get to sell McTominay, and also from a financial perspective, it provides in again that cash right in being a youth player. So it's pure profit. So I think it's easier if you want to probably get in players. And also McTominay, does it really suit does it really suit the system? What input as in what I know McTominay had scored a lot of goals, but if he wants to be a striker, go and be a striker, then leave the midfield where he wants to be a midfielder. He wants to be a midfielder. So for me, McTominay will be what they call be the easiest one to go now. The club, I know the club would want to get will want to sell Casemiro because of the wages, but I think we cannot. We can't sell. No one basically will take that wage on right now. Even the Saudis, right, won't take that wage on. I'll keep reading through before Drex get back here. The football fans and says, for me, I would say McTominay because when with Casemiro, he still have a lot to offer than Scooby-Doo. Banks means McTominay. Aside the fact that McTominay scored goals for United, he offers nothing. And I think again, goals though is offering something, to be fair, but I think it's just more so right. If he doesn't score, it's not there. And we already have a player that if he doesn't score, it doesn't perform right. You don't want lots of players like that in the team. So Casemiro to me will probably be what they call an easy. Sorry, McTominay should be what they call an easy one in terms of who do you want to stay. But that's my opinion, though. Everyone has different opinions.
Okay,
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. You're doing the rounds. Go ahead.
Alan Reed and Red said, okay, blah, 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 okay, that out. The system is has to play exposed. Yes, and I think that's where I was a bit tough. It's a bit difficult for me.
Let me come in here. I don't think it's the system. I think it's what happened last season with the injuries, right? The back four wasn't solid compared to Casemiro's first season, where he had steady back four, right? So the back four was we keep changing the back four every other game, right? So there was no stability in terms of the back four, and that in itself it didn't give Onana any form of stability, as well as it wouldn't give Casemiro any form of stability. I remember one time we had the same problem under Sir Alex, where Paul Scholes, it kind of affected Paul Scholes' game because we weren't stable at the back, and Paul Scholes had to always drop so deep that he had to compromise. He had to make sure that because the backline wasn't stable, there was no surety at the backline. So for me, one could say it exposed him a little bit, but it's still Casemiro. It's still one of the best central defensive midfielder the game has had to offer, right? So for me, it's no brainer. Even if there were market for both person, right? I just wanted to, because it's been like, oh, we have to move Casemiro on before you're thinking of moving McTominay. I'm like, where in the world does that even happen? Right? Even taking away the fact that there's somebody coming in for McTominay, I'm like, where in the world? But let's just move on to something else, Tesh. Earlier today, we saw that United are trying to I'm going to come back to that Kenny, I'm going to come back to your hijack. I know Kenny's into hijack. Everything has to hijack it. United have actually made double bid for both Mazzari and Delete. Tesh, where do you stand on that one? 55 M's, that's what we're saying right now. 55 million pounds.
Honestly, I think it's a fair deal for both. I don't know if because if you look at it like we spoke initially before in the football fan zone, right? Looking at 15 million for the right back and 40 million for Delete. I think that's fair. If you're looking at what Bayern Munich are looking for, right? They're probably looking for like a 42 million for Delete, and probably roughly, I think, because West Ham already agreed 15 million for what is Gabby, right?
West Ham already agreed on
15 million.
No, West Ham are saying for Wan-Bissaka is 10.
United no. I mean for this the right back for Bayern Munich. Yeah, he already agreed. He already agreed what they call 15 million. So to me, that's a fixed fee. 15 million. Now they want 42 for what they call, I believe, for Delete. So we're already there. I'm not sure why they will be rejecting it, because we're already there.
Guys, what do you think? 55 M's. Let me just bring the. Let me see if I could bring the story
Because
onto the
the
screen.
question is that what exactly is Bayern Munich asking? What are they asking?
I think Bayern Munich are looking for 60. Bayern Munich are looking for 60 million. I think in
Pounds?
for both. It said that Bayern Munich are actually looking for 60 M's for both. So they say so we've submitted to Bayern Munich. So the lead are available this summer and at the combined. So the valuing them at the combined 55. United bid are falling below the valuation, and so Bayern Munich actually looking for 55 M's. So which is about, if I'm not mistaken, 60 million, 62 million euros, right? And United at the moment, I think United are falling short about, maybe because we are offering 34 million pounds for
So you said the Leeds and Missouri
are valued at this.
Okay, they valued at 55. Okay, yeah. So I thought we beat 55. Okay,
they're valued at 55. They're valued at 55.
My bad.
So I think what we are putting in might just be. It's still because if Mazzari and if West Ham and Bayern actually agreed a deal for 50 million euros, I believe, for Mazzari, which is like what, maybe 12 million pounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And United for sure knows that, okay, that's the fee that we get that deal done, and couple added to their 34 million that they are looking to offer for Delete. I think that should get the.
So are you saying United basically they gave in 34 million for Delete?
Yeah.
We're 6 million short. It's not bad. We can probably push that up toward the color too.
So do you think this will get done?
It should get done. 55 is what we're looking for. It should get done. It should get done. I think it should get done. Like, it should get done. 55 million pounds for both players. It should get done. Before you argue,
guys in the chat, what do you think? 55 million. Should United meet the 55, or what? If let me hear. For me, I'd say 35, or let me go euros. Let me go. Okay, now we're dealing with pounds. 35 million pounds and Mazzari 12 million pounds. That's like almost, that's 47. 47 million.
Hold on, but again, this guy, they've already agreed 5 million before. They can't. Don't be dropping the price now for West Ham. 5 million. Sorry,
no. So
million.
The 50 million euros, which is for Mazzari, right? I'm saying 50 million. Then we just need to just add up a little bit to the Delete, and it's all but done. That's what I'm thinking. Also, the news report came out earlier today, I would say now, that Inter Milan are looking to hijack the Wan-Bissaka deal. And Wan-Bissaka favors the move to Inter Milan. So I thought, because West Ham are actually on the verge of, I think West Ham and Wan-Bissaka already agreed terms. I believe so. I read it somewhere where they said West Ham and Wan-Bissaka have agreed terms, right? It's just waiting for both clubs. I think it was Fabrizio earlier today. They're just waiting for United and West Ham to agree the fee. Although United set the fee at 17. That's so. Inter. So what do you think? Because I need some. Mark is saying 50 million, we get both deal done. That, for me, 50 million is still too high. I would say for this.
These are two players who, like, honestly, and Delete is 24.
I would say 47.
Honestly, I get so confused. Like, is Delete old? 24.
Yeah, Delete is 24. I know 50 million should get both done. 50 million should get both done. Yeah, so Bayern, I think this is what's happening. Bayern are waiting for United to buy before they go get that. And the price that I think the price that Leverkusen are actually, or Bayern is actually offering to Leverkusen for ties, like 25 million euros plus another 5 million in add-on. So they are waiting for us. They want to use our
answer. What is this?
I'm not buying. Drex selling from the dollar store. I'm not buying. I just want to be. See, we've been dealt with the past where people just go pay whatever club wants and we get players for stupid money, right? I just want this club to be maybe tight-fisted when it comes to releasing the money for people's players. So,
I'll probably say also intelligent in spending.
Yeah, intelligent. So, but
yeah.
Aliens Red is saying Leverkusen are selling. I don't think Leverkusen will not sell. We are not open to selling Tar. If the price is right, excuse me, they will sell. I think Bayern are just waiting for United, and United on the other hand are waiting for. It's a long line, right? There's so much dominoes that we're expecting to kick off. Like United agreeing a deal for Wan-Bissaka, will set in motion the deal for Mazzari, and maybe delete, right? So Casemiro, I think so, maybe because I changed that. I don't think you help me with that one.
Let me check. I'll check.
I think I spelled it wrongly, so I would have to check it. So so for me, it's just a case of we need to move some players on. I think that's what, just to balance the book. If you ask me in my mind's eye, do I really think we need to move players on before we buy? I don't think so. But just to balance just to be on the green side of PSR and all of that, right? I think United have to do that first. But we'd have to wait and see what will happen at the end of the day. Just a side note, in case you're one of those that likes to watch football, whether be it Olympics or not, France is actually leading the game against the quarterfinal game against Argentina at the moment. So yeah, that's just a side one. 1-0 in that game. Let me see if there is any other thing happening at the moment.
So with sorry, before we go through with Wan-Bissaka,
yeah,
how much is Inter Milan actually looking to pay? Do we know?
I think, I don't know yet, but I think Inter Milan would definitely pay closer to what United are actually asking for. And don't forget that the player himself really favors, he wants the move to, like, if in order of preference, I think he would want Inter Milan over West Ham. That's how I see it. Yeah. So we just have to wait and see on that one to see how things actually unfold with the whole Wan-Bissaka thing moving to Italy. For me, I would love Wan-Bissaka going to Inter Milan, though. Honestly, I will.
Do you think because he has a better chance of winning a trophy?
It's not a case of winning a trophy. I think Mark would be it shortly. It's not a case. I think it's a case of where he feels he'll be comfortable.
Okay.
No, it won't. I don't think it will be it won't be a swap deal. I don't think so. For Dumfries, I don't think so. Danny B is saying Mars is worth 15 to 20. Delete is worth 35. Tesh, answer that, because you all seems to want delete maybe for 40.
Well, as in, what's the difference between 40 and 35? It's not difference now. It's 5 million. I agree. But to me, delete is 24 years old. Delete is not. It's not like it's what they call. It still has lots of it. It's to get into his prime. I think the concern with delete is more so is he injury prone. Yeah. Right. I think that's one concern. Honestly, I think like Mars at 15, good. Delete at 40, I think it's fine though. If United want to negotiate, probably bring delete down to a 38, which is still fine, which is still close to a 40, and then happy to go down. Or like Mark said, you can do both for what they call for 50. We're probably with Mars being what they call being 13, and delete being what they call 37.
Bro. It's either ways, I feel like that those deals will get done pretty quickly. Something has to happen as soon as possible, because do you think the injury to Euro has got anything in this one in terms of Bayern putting their foot on the ground saying no, we want what we want?
I think again, it doesn't really help us, right? Seeing that what they call them Euro is injured, right? Any club probably figured out, okay, these guys they've lost to a defender they just bought for another what they call another 3 months, and it's not helping. We spent over 50 million for Euro. He's 18 years old, so Bayern were like, Delete is 24. He's an experienced player. We can at least get something at least close, right, to what they paid for Euro for him, right? So I think that's what you're looking at. And also, again, the fact that Euro is injured doesn't help us. But I think from what Ten Hag mentioned in his press conference, he said that their plans, the injury to Euro doesn't change their plans. So I think their plan still is to get Delete and Mazzari. So I believe we'll get it done. I think it's more so, cost me 55 is not bad. It's more so, let's cut it down a bit. Let you know, okay, we're meeting each other halfway. So I probably think I might get at what I call 52 or even at 50.
Okay.
And Tommy says Bayern won't move on Delete until third. But I think Taz deal is 25 plus 5, right? So it's not really that it's usually what they call expensive, 25 plus 5 in add-ons. So it's not bad. And also they also know Delete wants to leave. So I think it will get done.
I feel like that will get done. Elian is saying Fish is ready to step up. If you call back, are you? Because I saw Fish the other day against Arsenal, right? I know he's not. It's not a big deal, right? It's 5 years. Earlier I read. I know it's not a big deal, right? But he let the second goal in for Arsenal. He didn't step out in time to close down Martinelli, right? So that in itself, yeah. But I know with time, if given time and given the right backing and all of that, he would do well, right? But do we, as a fan base, do we have it in us to be patient with a defender that young? Do we have it? Because all we need now, we need stability in as much. See, one injury to Euro and Ireland, we're already thinking, okay, we're back to Lindelof and Maguire, and that thought in itself is scary, right? Now, do we as a fan base have it in us to actually be patient enough to see Will Fish develop into a fine striker? Alien, do you think United fans have it in them to like, yo, Tesh, what you say? Do you think so? Like, Will Fish for me won't be a bad. If we have to move on, Lindelof, which I believe we will, right? Fenerbahce are still there, right? Do you think Will Fish should take up his spot?
Honestly, I know it's a huge pressure, right? Putting in what they call we actually be placing on Fish though, if we allow him to step up. And so I think we have to understand when we're calling for a change like that, right? And tomorrow we'll cry we're losing games. We have to understand that these guys will make mistakes. So if we're saying, okay, Fish should come in, he's young, he'll make mistakes, and probably that costs you probably early in the season 12 point, 11 point, or 10 point, or even 9 points. Know that basically going to catch up with us right as season goes by. We won't be able to recover. So for me, honestly, I don't think even management will probably, the Ten Hag and even the leadership team would probably want that decision. Fish can be there and come and probably play in once in a while and build his what I call his brand, or build his work himself and confidence from there. But I think it's imperative that we get Delete.
Guys in the chat, let me hear your thoughts. Fish, no Delete, promote Fish. What do you say? Guys, let me just say, we should just call Brian bluff and just, you know what, tell Brian, we have somebody that we could promote to the starting 11. And
Drex,
Fish, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Drex, look at it this way. You bought Lenny Euro and Lenny Euro is 18 years old. While one would argue is good, but it came from what they call the Ligue 1, right? The Premier League is a different beast entirely. We know players have come from there and done well, right? Including Saliba. But again, it's 18 years old. You have to give him time. You can't add another youngster again to it, right? So almost like if things go sideways, where probably they can't handle the pressure, you're back to the main man, Lindelof, and what they call Maguire, or probably
Our senior
Martinez.
colleagues, his senior
Exactly,
colleagues.
Martinez and then Maguire. So I just feel though, exactly. Someone said Fish needs to be fourth. Yeah, fourth to fifth choice. Right? Time. It might be good probably in future season, but now I think it's just too risky to actually take that that what they call that gamble. Or except as a fan base, we are willing to say, okay, you know what, things will go side this year, and we will not complain. Let's give our young side a chance. Drex, I think you're mute.
There's 1 second. I'm trying to get a report about Everton trying to battle United for a player here.
So it makes a point. They say Lenier was given a chance, and that's why Man United signed him. Again, well, you know where it's coming from. It's coming from Lille now. Like giving him a big chance in United. Come on, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
You Tesh, what do you make about I don't know if you've seen that comment from Andreas Pereira saying that his greatest decision in his life was the one he made by leaving United.
Honestly, I think people took it a bit negatively. And I saw this, I said, let me go to the commenting on Twitter. Like, this comment will probably be some negative comments, right? So people took it wrongly, right? You know, but again, it's actually saying the truth though. It's been in United for a while, and it's been ups and downs. It's been loaned out back, and it's not been able to get a steady a consistent form, right? And we gave him a name, Preseason Pello, which he does excellently well on preseason, right? But it's more so when it comes down to the main thing, sometimes it doesn't just work out. And it could be for several reasons. United have been unsettled, coaches in and out.
Guys,
different
sorry to interject. Guys, please don't forget to smash a like on the videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, Mark is on his road to the numbers we want him to get to, but he has to make a quick stop at 700. So guys, we need to get him to 700. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. I see there's 16 likes on MarkN already. Thank you so much for the 16 kind souls that have just done that. But if you haven't liked the video, please do like and help the channel grow, help the community, help us grow. You know, D-Up Sports, we're on our road to the numbers, like I said again, but we have to make we have to just do a refueling right at 300. So we're on a road to 300 right now. We are 284.
285.
285. Thank you so much. Yeah, Tesh, but I did, Mark, you know, you could come in though. I'm gonna send it to you. So but Tesh, when we were saying that Andreas Pereira needed to leave United, right, to go play in a different to go play where we think he's suitable for him, in a club that's suitable for him, it felt like a lot of United fans were witch hunting him, right? But now he coming out to say it was the best decision he's ever made in his life. It sounds a little bit like he sounded a little bit defensive in my opinion.
Okay, look at it this way, right? He's gone to Fulham, and what they call it, and
big up yourself, Nero. Go ahead, Tish.
And it's gone Fulham and it's player. I'm not sure. Was it called up to Brazil?
Yes, he did play in the Copa America. Yes.
So imagine, and when he was at United, he has struggled. He has been out of what they call that Brazilian team, right? So if you're looking from a success standpoint, right, he might not be in a big club, but it's in a point in his career whereby he plays for a stable team, and is a key player in that team as well, right? Which then in turn is getting back to his national side. So I think, to me though, it might sound defensive, but if you look at it in all truth, it's a very good decision. And again, most players at United, only few players take the courage to actually do that. Some players stay here, like the money, just give me my bread, let me sit down. Only few players take that courage and say, let me go. And they go. I think we go roughly around, is it 20-something million for him, I believe?
let me just pull up because I was looking for actually the said report, but I'm gonna bring it up. I think I found it now. Pereira looking like, yeah, this is what Pereira's got to say.
Yeah, it says here the Brazilian midfielder who learned this trade in United Academy failed to establish himself as a starter for the first team at Old Trafford after making his Premier League what they called debut under Luis van Gaal. Yeah, so it's clear there, right? Failed to establish himself as a starter, which to him was a failure. And now he's at Fulham. He's basically a regular. So he has established himself in a what they call in a Premier League side, and not just a normal Premier League side, a decent Premier League side. So I think it's success, Drex. I think it's success for sure.
So Tej, you don't see it as someone that's a little bit that maybe they didn't give him time at the football club or something like that.
The wording, the finesse from journalists and things, right? But I guarantee if he's speaking, if you hear I'm not sure if we can get the raw interview.
Let's finish the article. See, after his strings of underwhelming loan spell, Pereira 7 years of 7 years on from his league debut, left United in permanent basis to join Fulham. So he said he left without speaking with Erik ten Hag, who was named United manager that same summer, as he was determined to make a switch. The transfer to London, reported to be about 10 pounds, has worked out incredibly well for both Fulham and Pereira, who's gone on to become one of the first name on Marco Silva's team sheet, right? So he featured 37. So, but I'm not going to jump into all of that. But Tej, but a lot of us said, I'm going to come to the chat now. A lot of us said that this guy, this is where your level at. The same way some of us, some people actually say, McTominay, this is where your level is, right? Right, go and shine, you know. But why? The thing for me is, it's a good decision, right? And like you said, maybe the media actually they even put it nicely here. One actually said, I think I read somewhere he said, the way he said it was my best decision ever in my life. And I'm like, yo, bro, it's not like it's black and white. It's black and white. We needed you to move out, right? It's just me. Maybe it's just me trying to just be me being petty. I don't know. But let me hear what GB is saying. GB is saying, Pereira was CAM good, good for a shit team. Good for him. He isn't. Yeah, bro. Is he nearly? I don't think Pereira is as good as Mount. That one I could argue. I know Mark would come and say maybe it's something a little bit different, but I don't think he's as good as Mason Mount. Mental Ball is saying it's not about injury. Mount and Pereira. Yes, in my opinion. Yes, they're 40 million apart.
No.
Yes.
No. Mount and Pereira are not 40 million amount. There's no. And even honestly, to a point, while Mount has done excellently well at what they call at Chelsea before he came to United, right? At United, I've not seen him done anything yet. Same way Pereira was here, right?
But at Chelsea, it was a good player. It
was a good player.
Yeah. Oh, okay, let us move to this one. Yeah, the one Everton of all football club. Everton that might end up in the case of Bordeaux are trying to battle Manchester United for a player. Let me read the report right here. Report saying that Everton to battle Manchester United in a race to sign sensational midfield wonder kid. You remember Tess the other night where we got the report that United were looking to buy to pay 70 million for Richard Rios, right? So Everton, Everton's active summer in transfer market continues to draw attention, with the Toffees now potentially locking hands with Premier League giant Manchester United for the signature of standout Copa America performer Richard Rios. As reported by Team Talk, Rios has gathered an interest from several top clubs due to his impressive display for Colombia, making him a hot commodity this transfer window. At 24 years old, Rios has not only shown his capability, but has also proven his mettle on the international stage, starting all of Colombia's match in their run to the Copa America final. This has inevitably led to a buzz around his future, and with Palmeiras setting a price tag of around, is it 12 million?
I thought they put some.
I thought there was a release clause that they hit somewhere.
75 million something that someone's
for the sensational move. 12 million, guys. What are you saying? Are we seeing what? Are you guys seeing what I'm saying? 12 million. What do you say? Do we need?
Again?
That's what I say.
Again, so I don't know the player. I watched the Copa America, right? So I'm not familiar in depth with his game. But I think
no, he was impressive during the Copa America games. He was that I could say.
So if it was basically if it was in the plans of the management, they would then get him. If it's not in their plans, I guarantee you, they will not even bother. If it's not in their plan, they won't bother. Now, this one is saying locked on. So are they trying to probably drive up the price using a United name? Possibly.
Maybe. But I think United were interested. But I think there was something Mark told me the other day, right? About that he's a good player. I know he's a good player. I watched him for the Colombia during the Copa America. So I just, if Everton start battling, let me see. If Everton start battling over the same player, we should sack him.
So honestly, mental, I think they're using our name.
I think it's a case of just you putting United in that mix just to maybe ramp up the price or just for engagement or something, right? So because then you know how it is with the news, anything that has got United in it would sell like wildfire. So it's just that's my. Whilst I feel like United were interested at one point, I don't think they've actually looked. It's a concrete interest. I still feel like it's one of those names that just came up and they're like, oh, it won't be a bad idea if we go for him. But let's just wait and see how that one unfolds. Guys, I did not plan to do a long stream today because I know a lot of you guys, a lot of us, not just you guys, will be joining in the happy hour, so which will start in about 4 minutes. It's a different one today. It's going to be bingo. But before you leave, ensure you have dropped the like, you've hit the like button on this one. And if you haven't subscribed to MarkN MUFC channel, please do that. Also, D-Up Sport. It is D-Up Sport, just as the name sounds, on YouTube. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I wouldn't have done this without you guys here. What's GB saying? Mount one Chelsea's player. Yeah, twice in a row. Yeah.
Come on, guys. He doesn't Chelsea. It's not United. We wait to see.
Okay, we'll wait. Tommy is saying something. I think it's got to do with the Will Fish thing. Tommy, I want the youngsters in to start. Take the risk, but I don't think they are quite ready to. Yeah, for me, that's the angle I'm coming with, right? When it comes to Fish, I don't think he's that ready yet, bro. Maybe try him with if we are lucky to get good draws in the Carabao Cup. Is that what it is? Yeah. Try him if we're lucky. Let's say we get maybe a League One side. A Championship side, or even the lower half of the table when it comes to the Carabao Cup. Maybe we could try him there. Maybe some games where we already sealed we already know this game is all but done. Maybe like a 3-0, 4-1 kind of result. 10 minutes to go. Yeah, could try him out and just give him that experience. But to say start him week in, week out, right? Bro, my heart cannot take it. Whilst I'm all for giving players time and I will stand by them, I don't think my heart can take it, bro. Guys, that's all. That's all. Wait. It says scheduled to start in 4 minutes, but it will start in 10. No. It's gonna start in 4 minutes, in about 2 minutes, because we have a different host today. We have a different host today. No, it's gonna start. No, today is gonna start on time. Yeah. But I'm going to leave with you guys with this one. I like this one a lot. To say if Everton start batting United for the same players, we should sack the newly appointed structure on the spot.
Okay, no, so let's look at it. We battled Real Madrid, so Everton is not.
Okay. Luwan is saying, I also feel that given time, they can showcase their talent. Even if United doesn't use them ongoing, the world will see them, and United can get more than 400. Yeah, Luwan has got a point. No, we're talking about the young stars that we think maybe like the Fish and all of that. The Luwan has got a point there. At least Kopama only played a handful of games for Man City and he was sold for a good amount of money. So yeah, there's a point in there. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I don't know why Mark he didn't come on stream today. Maybe he's a little bit busy.
Yeah.
GB, it's okay. It's okay. GB, in Nigeria, we'll say turn off your mic. Off your mic.
Pereira alone now. Just like Pereira.
Big up yourself, man. I said, let's be realistic. As Ronaldo said, the representing lacks true quality. That's what Pereira is. My God, GB, I'll catch you guys on the Football Power Hour on Happy Hour. Big up yourself, mentor. I'll catch you guys on that one. Have a wonderful. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.